Hello everyone and welcome to our weekly comic preview, the show where we will fill you in on a couple of our selected comics that are arriving in store this Wednesday. Our first comic this week is the first issue of Accused. Part of Marvel's Civil War II storyline, this series sees a trial take place, seeking answers for the loss of a beloved Avenger. As Daredevil, or rather Matt Murdock, leads the prosecution, Hawkeye takes a stand in this first issue. However, as Daredevil investigates and the details of the case come to light, it seems that he may not like what he finds. In a story of superheroes and politics, Marvel's most stalwart defender of justice faces one of his most difficult challenges yet, guaranteeing a fair trial. Next up we have the first issue of All-Star Batman. In this issue we see Batman escorting Two-Face to a destination outside of Gotham City. However, being handcuffed to the Dark Knight was not how Two-Face envisioned his evening, and it's not long before every assassin, bounty hunter and ordinary citizen with something to hide is hot on their heels with one goal in mind: kill Batman. From award-winning writer Scott Snyder and legendary artist John Romita, this is Two-Face and Batman as you've never seen them before. Now, for those of you who managed to watch the new Suicide Squad film this weekend, and were wondering what the cast gets up to when they're not on the big screen, I would recommend picking up the first issue of Deathstroke Rebirth. As he is stalked by an unseen foe, Deathstroke is confronted by his own troubled past and challenged to reinvent himself or risk losing everything and everyone in his life. This series will see Deathstroke plunge into the depths of the DC universe as he battles with his addiction to violence in his quest for personal redemption. Also from Suicide Squad this week we have issue 1 of Suicide Squad Most Wanted, El Diablo and Boomerang. As the name suggests, this issue follows the recently pardoned El Diablo as he returns to his hometown. However, it isn't soon before he finds his life and freedom once again threatened. The superpowered local gang leader Bloodletter has Diablo in his sights, and with his hometown at risk, Diablo has everything to fight for. Meanwhile, half a world away, Boomerang and the squad are on a mission to topple a ruthless dictator in an unstable Central American nation. When things go sideways fast, the squad flee in a helicopter as all hell breaks loose. However, amid the chaos, the team realizes that they've accidentally left Boomerang behind. With a whole army who wants him dead, can Boomerang stay alive long enough to be rescued, or have the team permanently lost a member? Next up, we have the first issue of a 3-part series about the exploits of human cockroach hybrid Rochelle. Now I know what you're thinking, how can a comic about a half human, half cockroach hybrid really be any good? To which I say Ant-Man. Whilst not really a hybrid, Ant-Man does possess many of the qualities of a simple ant, which turns out are really useful when being a superhero, and the same goes for Rochelle. In this issue, we see Rochelle battle with cyberspace-dwelling villain Terabyte, who has been drawing victims into his domain through the use of an addictive mobile game called Minecraft. On top of this, Rochelle also has to juggle her heroic alter ego with the high school life of a teenage human cockroach hybrid, which seems a lot easier said than done. So if you're looking for something a little bit different this week, then I recommend picking up a copy of Rochelle. Sixth in line this week we have issue 1 of the new Superwoman comic. In this series we see none other than Lois Lane don the red and blue colours in order to uphold the super legacy. However, there is a risk to containing Superman's powers, and it soon becomes apparent to Lois that her newfound abilities are actually killing her. As the clock ticks, neither Lois nor her friend and confidant Lana Lang know what can be done to save her. From the writer of Wonder Woman Paradise Lost and the return of Donna Troy comes an exciting new storyline featuring DC Universe's best reporter as you've never seen her before. Last up we have Deadpool and the Mercs for Money issue 2. This series follows the exploits of Deadpool and the team of misfit mercenaries he has assembled as they take on dangerous contracts in search of that ever-elusive paycheck. After the events of the first issue, Deadpool and his team find themselves in possession of an extremely valuable item. As the team searches for potential buyers, word gets out of their fortunate haul, and it's not long before some of the more unscrupulous characters of the Marvel Universe begin to express their interest. From experienced Deadpool writer Cullen Bunn, this is a hilarious, action-packed storyline filled with classic Deadpool wisecracks as well as the deranged antics of his mercenary team. Okay, that's all our suggestions this week everybody. For the full list of this week's comics you can check out our Facebook page, and for regular updates on the store you can follow our Twitter at the Geek-Aboo. Also, don't forget, next time you're in store, when you buy 3 to 4 comics you'll get 10% off, and 5 or more comics will get you a whole 15% off. Thanks for watching everybody, and we'll see you next week.